What might be aligned to share at this time about divine birth practices, and in particular Parthenogenesis, and how these practices and this lineage of divine birth may serve at this time in birthing this new consciousness, but also to serve the birthing of physical little ones who wish to come into embodiment at this time in service of life itself and to be avatars of the divine love who each are as embodiments of that I am presence.
We are wanting to love you and are deeply appreciative of your the desire to discuss such a subject. There will be a rise in an artificial way of what would be perceived as a womb that will be robotic, because there may be a difficulty in procreation in many ways. There will be a development of technology that will come online to enter the birthing from a synthetic perspective. But counter to that, and as powerful and more powerful and biological and magnificent and beautiful and magical, will be the uncovering, the remembering, the attuning to the potentiality of this conception of light instantaneously through the teachings and the weaving of the great mothers as they prepare to bring forth many children of light and avatars that carry within their DNA, RNA, the sequences needed for your evolution on your planet into a unified field of light and a much higher state of consciousness. And for many, that seems outrageous nor impossible, truly the miraculous. And yet there were many times upon your planet in which it was something that many were capable of and are still capable of, and to your great surprise is already occurring right now all around your planet, but not reported upon. There will be a rise in this, and although we do not want to necessarily address this, part of this will be welcomed, understood, and received through moving into the womb code to open up and to purify the space of the womb chakra itself through sound and through light, to create the emptiness and the rituals needed and the weaving that will occur and take place by the support of the sisterhood vibration into the awakening and the remembering of this possibility. And so there is these two energies that are both rising at the same time that are very different, and we are not here, although it might appear that we are judging one as bad and one is good. We actually are just supporting and showing that even though one that is more synthetic and artificial may rise a bit faster, it will reach a limitation, and it does not have the same potential, and it will limit so much of the light, although it will also bring beautiful things, and it does not mean it is to be completely dismissed. But there is something incredible happening that is taking place as you are receiving so much, not just from your sun, but from the star beings and from the galactic core and from your comets and from different energies that are been orchestrated to arrive at this particular moment, and your attunement to the gods and the goddesses and their frequencies and their teachings and their wisdom that are being uncovered as many scrolls are coming to light, many buried gospels are coming online, many relics and rituals and teachings are arising up, and as more and more you remember them because you feel into their presence and their essence, and as more places and sacred sites are discovered, which will be in the next year or two coming online, they will stimulate memories. And as your land masses begin to shift a bit and your waters are changing and your light and your soil and your energies, you will come more into relationship, into union and attunement to these vibrations. And it won't so much be that you will need to learn it, but you will remember it. You will just say, oh, I remember that time when I was able to do that. I remember that time when I could connect telepathically, where I could dissolve my electromagnetic field in my energetic body and appear somewhere else. I remember the thought that I could birth out of my own hand to the creation itself, where I could open time, where I could step through into other dimensions, where I could travel into other realms and return, where I could birth in a new way through conception of light. All of these things where miracles are completely possible in the quickening of a moment, a directive of energy toward wholeness. And all of this is starting to slowly stir. And it is not just you in the human form, but it is all of your elementals, and your planets are changing. Everything in the universe is going through this quickening, this ascension process. And part of that process, and one of the things within it, is this capacity for this birthing in this new way. And this is very powerful and very potent, and will begin to come into alignment, just as many children are able to see with a blindfold now and have capacities that they did not have before, or capable of connection and communication without your technology. The technology itself has been like training wheels. Its capacity to mirror to you your own capacities. But it is very important not to get lured into what it has to offer, in that you get lost in your consciousness and they get lost in it. Because if you can just direct and just tweak and turn a bit this way, there is a flooding of energy and beings of light that are here and will continue to be here to assist you in these processes. And so this new way is an old way, an ancient way, and is coming back online. And the male frequency is this beautiful container, this energy of deep support as it aligns with its divine masculine to hold the space that is needed at this time for the feminine to truly come into alignment with self, because it is that vibration that will and is rising at this time for good reason, to bring more balance